Gentleman from New York, Mr. Espion, is recognized for the purpose of an amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have an amendment at the desk. Ask unanimous consent to waive the reading of such.
Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with, and the gentleman is recognized for remarks on his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This amendment would encourage the Secretary to curb the flow of U.S. e-waste to foreign nations, which is on track to reach over 80 million tons by 2030. Many may not know that U.S. e-waste is frequently discarded in ways that are environmentally destructive and are unlawfully turned into counterfeit electronics. Concerningly, this counterfeit and unsafe electronics are often then resold to buyers right here in the United States, where the faulty materials can make their way even into critical U.S. military equipment. In fact, an investigation conducted in 2009 and 2010 uncovered 1,800 cases of counterfeit electronic parts in national defense systems. Leaving our electronics without a proper recycling plan clearly undermines our national security. And I believe that adopting this language will be a step in the right direction. We must continue to make efforts to increase our national security. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment. Thank you, and I yield back.
Thank you, gentlemen. The gentleman from Florida, Mr. Diaz-Balart, is recognized to address the amendment.
Mr. Chairman, actually, I actually want to thank the gentleman for not only bringing this amendment, for his leadership on this issue. This is one of those issues that's kind of like wonky, it's not sexy, but I will tell you that our colleague has been focused on this issue. I think this is a really important issue, and I would gladly ask for your support on this amendment. I yield back.
Not going to ask the gentleman if he likes being referred to as wonky, not sexy, but that's okay. Gentlelady from Florida is recognized. Yeah. Comment on the amendment?
Did you say you're accepting the amendment, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yield back.
Yeah. The amendment is accepted. If there's no further debate, the gentleman is recognized for 1 minute to close.
Chair, this is a wonky amendment, and it's an important one, and I hope that we could recycle these babies right here at home. And we really don't know what's happening to our data, by the way. And of course, as I said before, it lands in wrong places at the wrong time. So I ask all of you for your support, and thank you.
Questions now on the amendment offered by the gentleman from New York. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The opinion of the chair of the ayes have it, and the amendment is adopted. Gentlelady from Pennsylvania, Ms. Dean, is recognized for the purpose of an amendment.
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk, and I ask unanimous consent to dispense with its reading.
Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The gentlelady is recognized for remarks on her amendment.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman. And the gentlewoman from New Jersey, Representative Bonnie Watson-Coleman, joins me in offering the two amendments that I am going to offer right now, and I thank the gentlewoman for joining me. This amendment, my amendment number 1, seeks to encourage the State Department to allot funding to the East Jerusalem Hospital system and provide Congress with a report of their plans to do so. For those of us in the room, just to let you know, I think you already know, the East Jerusalem Hospital Network is comprised of 6 hospitals in East Jerusalem that underpins the entire Palestinian healthcare system across the Holy Land. All 6 hospitals were either founded by or are currently operated and funded by both Christian and Muslim faith-based institutions. For example, the August Victoria Hospital, run by the Lutheran World Federation, is a part of this network and has been in operation in its current form since 1948, providing critical life-saving healthcare needs to the entire Palestinian community. Like all hospitals, anyone, regardless of faith backgrounds or ethnicity, who enters these hospitals are served. It is the first and only hospital in Jerusalem that serves patients living in the West Bank and Gaza to provide comprehensive cancer care, including radiation therapy and palliative care, and the only medical facility in the West Bank offering pediatric kidney dialysis. Last year alone, Augusta Victoria Hospital conducted nearly 7,000 mammogram screenings, detecting and following up on 50 early breast cancer cases. They also provided medical services to more than 6,500 patients, mostly women, and included 251 children. I'll tell you the story of just one. One of those little children was little Basil, who was just 2 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. His care took more than 1 year, and it saved his life, thanks to the provision of care by Augusta Victoria Hospital. Basil was able to get that treatment in the Holy Land and to recover. My amendment simply is to encourage continued support for this life-saving work across the network that has received our bipartisan support under Democratic and Republican administrations. Mr. Chairman, I ask for a favorable vote on my amendment, and I yield back.
Thank the gentlelady. The gentleman from Florida, Mr. Diaz-Balart, is recognized to respond to the amendment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I rise in opposition to this amendment. Assistance to the East Jerusalem Hospital Network is permitted under the Taylor-Force Act. There's no provision on funding if the Secretary decides that it benefits the American people to do so. But given the dynamic conflict scenario in the Middle East and our constrained resources to respond to crises and opportunities all over the world, I don't support this amendment. And instead, I think that the Secretary should decide if this is the best use of our resources. For those reasons, I urge a no vote on the amendment, and I yield back, Mr.
Gentlelady from Florida, Ms. Frankel, is recognized to comment on the amendment.
Thank you. I know it's getting late. I rise in support of the amendment. And even though we're getting tired, I want to thank you for this because you've talked about a hospital that does absolutely amazing work. And you were very articulate, and I yield back. And thank you, Bonnie Watson.
Gentlelady from New Jersey, Ms. Watson Coleman, is recognized to comment on the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my colleague, Ms. Dean, allowing me to co-sponsor this important legislation. I think it speaks to her humanity. It speaks to humanity. It speaks to saving children and saving people wherever they need to be saved. And it speaks to our capacity to be helpful in that way. And so I ask my colleagues to consider supporting this great amendment that Ms. Dean has offered. I am going to yield time to my colleague.
Thank you, Ms. Watson-Coleman, and thank you, Ms. Dean. I should have co-sponsored this amendment and the next amendment, and want to thank you for bringing them forward. I'm proud to support you in this effort. I yield back to Ms. Watson-Coleman.
Thank you, I yield. Sorry.
Thank the gentlelady. Are there other members wishing to comment? Gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized to comment on the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just asked the staff to help me understand why we would not support a hospital that is engaged in trying to save children. What could possibly be a negative symbol? In case anyone knows it, the hospital in Jordan, the Hussein Hospital in Jordan, is accepting pediatric cancer patients from Gaza to save their lives. We're talking about saving lives, despite whatever political intrigue there is in a region or what political concerns there may be. the humanitarian aspect of taking patients and children to a hospital to save their life. My word. What is help? Just help and helping me to understand why this is not something that we can support. What is the fear? This is East Jerusalem. East Jerusalem is recognized. It's not in contention. It's engaged with faith-based religious organizations, and there are a whole lot of people here who stand tall on religion and their faith. People of faith would be standing here today and saying, please, please support the work of the East Jerusalem Hospital or any hospital. And what are they for? What do hospitals do? Any hospital in the United States? Maybe we should not support some hospitals in the United States because we don't like where they're located. My God. Again, I said earlier today, a moral compass. It appears to be gone in some parts of this committee. Thank you, Ms. Dean.
Thank the gentlelady. Are there other members wishing to address the amendment? Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
I am a strong supporter, to say the least, of Israel. I've been to Israel over 20 times, every decade since the 70s. I don't know how many of you visited Hadassah Hospital. Amen. It's a hospital in Jerusalem. And if there's a terrorist who shoots an Israeli and then is injured in return by return fire, and you take them to Hadassah Hospital, they treat both patients. Surely, I see everybody looking down. I see you on your iPads or your phones. Unless you have some blood oath to vote no on everything, I cannot, as the ranking member of our committee has said, understand why you would oppose this amendment. This is about doing what our doctors and our medical personnel say they have a duty to do, because they do the same thing. If a policeman is injured and in turn injure the assailant, the hospital will treat both. There has got to come a time when partisanship stops and principle takes over. This is not about whether you're for Israel or against Israel. This is about whether you're for saving lives, and all too often young lives, infants. I just can't understand why this would be a partisan issue and the chairman would oppose it. Unless it is a totally partisan perspective. Surely, none of you would say to a child, because they happen to be a Palestinian child, or a child of some other denomination other than your own or nationality other than that you would say to a child of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, we will not serve you. I see blank faces, and I really don't understand it. We're all human beings. We all love our children. I love my grandchildren. I love my great-grandchildren. And I wouldn't want them rejected in any hospital in this world if they needed it. Come on, guys and gals. Let's show the world that we still have a heart. I don't get it. Maybe somebody will explain it to me. I'll yield.
There are other members wishing to address the amendment. Seeing none, the gentlelady is recognized to close for 1 minute.
Perhaps, Mr. Chairman, I made a mistake when I asked for the waiving of the reading. Let me read to you what this amendment actually does. It is suggested report language. In the appropriate place, hospital networks, the committee encourages the State Department to continue support to the East Jerusalem Hospital Network, and on. The committee encourages. That's all I'm asking for, Mr. Chairman. I'm not asking for $1. I'm encouraging, or we, as appropriators, would say we encourage the continued support, which has been bipartisan, the saving of lives, whether Arab, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Palestinian, Israeli. I can't understand a no vote on this. We've been baffled by you don't want to feed or offer humanitarian aid to these places that are so stricken. But now you don't want hospital networks to continue to do the work of saving lives, particularly the lives of Palestinian children? Is there something special about Palestinian children that you have a problem with encouraging resources to that hospital network? I humbly ask for your reconsideration. I don't know how many of you watch at night and you see the St. Jude's Children's Hospital commercials. Doesn't it touch your heart every time? Don't you put yourself in the shoes of those parents and grandparents? Please open your heart. Please vote yes on this amendment.
Questions now on the amendment offered by the gentlelady from Pennsylvania. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. No. Opinion of the chair, the noes have it. Roll call has been requested. Sufficient numbers of hands have been raised. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Adderholt. Mr. Aguilar. Mr. Aguilar, aye. Mr. Alford. Mr. Alford, no. Mr. Amade. Mr. Amade, no. Mr. Spice. Mr. Bishop. Mr. Bishop, aye. Mr. Calvert. Mr. Calvert, no. Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, no. Mr. Case. Mr. Case, aye. Mr. Siscomani. Mr. Siscomani, no. Mr. Klein. Mr. Klein, no. Mr. Cloud. Mr. Cloud, no. Mr. Clyburn. Mr. Clyburn, aye. Mr. Clyde. Mr. Clyde, no. Mr. Cole.
No.
Mr. Cole, no. Mr. Cuellar. Mr. Cuellar, aye. Ms. Dean.
Aye.
Ms. Dean, aye. Ms. DeLauro. Ms. DeLauro, aye. Mr. Diaz-Balart. Mr. Diaz-Balart, no. Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards, no. Mr. Elzey. Mr. Elzey, no. Ms. Escobar. Ms. Escobar, aye. Mr. Espaillat. Mr. Espaillat, aye. Mr. Fleischman. Mr. Fleischman, no. Ms. Frankel.
Aye.
Ms. Frankel, aye. Mr. Franklin. Mr. Franklin, no. Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, no. Mr. Guest. Mr. Guest, no. Mr. Harder. Mr. Harder, aye. Dr. Harris. Dr. Harris, no. Mrs. Henson. Mrs. Henson, no. Mr. Hoyer.
Aye.
Mr. Hoyer, aye. Mr. Ivy. Mr. Ivy, aye. Mr. Joyce. Mr. Joyce, no. Ms. Capter. Mr. LaLota. Mr. LaLota, no. Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, aye. Ms. Letlow. Ms. Letlow, no. Mr. Levin. Mr. Levin, aye. Ms. Malloy. Ms. McCollum. Ms. McCollum, aye. Ms. Ming. Ms. Ming, aye. Mr. Molinar. Mr. Molinar, no. Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, no. Mr. Morelli. Mr. Morelli, aye. Mr. Mervan. Mr. Mervan, aye. Mr. Newhouse. Mr. Newhouse, no. Ms. Perez. Ms. Perez, aye. Ms. Pingree. Ms. Pingree, aye. Mr. Pocan. Mr. Pocan, aye. Mr. Quigley. Mr. Reschenthaler. Mr. Reschenthaler, no. Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, no. Mr. Rutherford. Mr. Rutherford, no. Mr. Simpson. Mr. Simpson, no. Mr. Strong. Mr. Strong, no. Mrs. Torres. Mrs. Torres, aye. Ms. Underwood. Ms. Underwood, aye. Mr. Valadeo. Mr. Valadeo, no. Ms. Wasserman Schultz. Ms. Wasserman Schultz, aye. Mrs. Watson Coleman. Mrs. Watson Coleman, aye. Mr. Womack. Mr. Womack, no. Mr. Zinke. Mr. Zinke, no.
Do any members wish to record their vote or change their vote? Gentleman from Alabama,
Mr. Adderholt, no.
gentlelady from Oklahoma,
Mrs. Bice, no.
gentlelady from Utah.
Ms. Malloy, no.
Are there other members wishing to record or change their votes? Seeing none, the clerk will tally. This vote, the ayes 26, the noes are 35. The amendment is not adopted.